Hello again, you extraordinary subscribers. Welcome back, everybody, to the Hemingway Land YouTube channel. So, for those of you who make it to the end of these videos, you'll know that at the end of last week's episode, I said we'd have anywhere from 1 to 4 properties going live today. And while it was very much my intention to get all 4 up on the site, especially this one that I know you guys are really going to like, we got some frustrating news from a title company this past week that made me have to pump the brakes on debuting that lot. So, as it turns out, the seller, who hasn't seen the property in 20 years and would have likely offloaded it for $10 at a garage sale, decided that before he signed the final document to accept the not insignificant sum of money we were paying him, that he was going to take a trip to Europe for a month. So, instead of taking an amount of money most people would mule heroin to get their hands on, he decided instead, absent any sense of closure, to leave the country before signing a document. One document. And however exceptional that may sound to you, I will tell you that this kind of thing happens to us literally at least 5 times a year. We wait a month or more for title to close on the property, and right when the money's about to exchange hands, the seller takes a vacation. Now, people, I am not a master of business. I am no Warren Buffett, but I know a thing or two about a thing or two, and here's a nickel's worth of free advice for everyone watching right now. If you ever find yourself in a situation like this, a real estate transaction, whatever, and someone has agreed to pay you a lot of money for very little work or effort, maybe take the vacation after you accept the money. Maybe don't make them beg you to accept their money. Not only because I could get hit by a bus or change my mind during the time this guy's in Luxembourg or wherever, but because it's just good manners. It's good manners, people. It's common sense. It's polite. It's what polite people do. Because we sent the money. We sent the money to the title company weeks ago, so we can't spend our money, and we don't own the property. Apparently, we will be owning it soon. He's back from Milan this week or wherever, but, seriously? Anyway, just thought I would get that off my chest. With all of that out of the way, special thanks to all our valued customers. So starting off in New Mexico this week, guys, sold some land in Valencia County, one of those big 3-acre properties in Rio Grande Estates, to Charlene and Cameron. Special thanks to them. And additionally, down in Luna County, Heidi bought some land from us down there. By the way, guys, we've now sold like 3 properties in like 10 days in Luna County. And we went like a solid 2 months without any Luna County sales, and now it's like boom, boom, boom. They're flying off the shelf, people, flying off the shelf. Anyway, in Colorado last week, Jim and Diane picked up that large property that we had in Huerfano County. And guys, get this one, Jim and Diane decided to fund the deal with a wire transfer, which they did in under 24 hours. So, extra special thanks to Jim and Diane. Additionally, guys, in Saguache County, Colorado, sold some property to Robert and Roxanne. Not 1, nay, 2 properties, adjacent lots, out there in the Lazy KV Estate subdivision. So, special thanks to them as well. And in Arizona, sold some land in Coconino County to Dean. Dean, who, by the way, also paid us, like, immediately, him with a credit card. So, nobody's got me stuck in a title company right now for the next few months. And that is always a delight and a pleasure. Anyway, guys, as you can tell from the state flag this week, we are back in the state of Colorado with ba-boom! This new 40-acre property in Huerfano County, or Huerfano, if you prefer. This new one is located just northeast of the Lathrop State Park, which, as we have covered in previous videos, is home to not 1, but rather 2 lakes, and of course, a lot of great boating, fishing, and other water-based recreation. In addition, the property is also very close to the town of Walsenburg, where of course you'll have easy access to groceries, supplies, medical facilities, and many other things. So, this property is situated up here just north of State Highway 10 in the Turkey Ridge Ranch subdivision. And as you'll see from the photos, this lot has well-maintained roads, property boundary markers already in place, power at the lot line, and underground utilities not on the property, but pretty close by and really all throughout the sub. All of that, however, pales in comparison to the fact that this property backs up to over 6,000 acres of BLM land, or more specifically, the Cucharas Canyon, at the base of which you will find the Cucharas River. And this, of course, translates to the fact that you will have a much larger backyard in which you will be able to hike, camp, and explore all the livelong day. More to the point, however, it also means that the views you purchase today will remain untouched for generations to come, and this, I believe, is a benefit on any property, but particularly when we get into lots in this price range specifically, because anyone developing this is likely making a significant investment not only for themselves, but also future generations to come. Now, I will caution you guys, yes, this land does have a property owners association associated with it. Didn't think that sentence out before I started it, but I assure you the covenants and restrictions out here are ones we like to term, quote, logical good neighbor restrictions, with prohibitions on the disposal of trash and excessive noise and other things no reasonable person should object to. Additionally, they collect a mere $200 a year for dues, and all of this, I think, is a pretty good trade-off for an entity that really helps to ensure property values throughout the region and hence protect the not insignificant investments of their owners. Next up, people, we are back this week in Fremont County with some new land in the Florida, don't call it Florida, Colorado Acres subdivision. This new one is a 2.6 acre forested corner lot located right here along the main K-Path Road, and it has underground utilities at the property boundary, power roughly 700 feet east, survey markers already in place, and fencing along its northern border. More to the point, however, this is another one of these really pretty lots you find in this region with some healthy amounts of vegetation and tree cover, as well as some good cutout areas ideal for building. Additionally, guys, this one is, as we have covered in the past, in a really nice part of Colorado where you've got the towns of Westcliff and Canyon City just right around the corner, as well as such notable attractions as Lake Deweese and the Royal Gorge Bridge. So, I think this property is really good, not only for someone looking to construct some kind of seasonal hunting retreat, but really as a great place to live all year long. And again, I can't stress it enough, but as you can see in the photos and the drone footage, just a really pretty part of the state. With all that said, coming up on the website next week, we are back in Nevada, debuting even more properties in the Silver State, including some land by a lake and a river, and another good residential lot just outside of Vegas. Learn all about those, and perhaps even more, in next week's video. Thanks as always for watching, people, and we'll see you again in 7 days.